This is the relatively paranormal comparison of the SLS V1 camera versus our new SLS V2 camera. We've had the SLS V1 for a while and it's been fantastic. The picture you're looking at right here was actually taken during a recent investigation in our own home. What you're looking at is the doorway to our bedroom in the middle. That apparition on camera appeared on a blank wall to the left of the doorway. As you can see, it's undulating around, making freaky movements, but you can clearly tell the head, feet, arms, and legs of the apparition. Not a ton of detail, but enough to let you know what's there. The way that camera works is it casts out an infrared light source. A sensor chip within the Kinect then measures the distance that light had to travel to each pixel. Then the embedded software uses depth perception mapping to identify the objects in real time and put them on a video picture. You can see it has now identified a second figure on the right of the wall, and there's even a circle beginning to form in the middle of the screen, which is going to become another apparition right now. And then they all disappear, which is really freaky, and then another one appears on the blank wall to the right of my doorway. Really crazy stuff. The SLS V1 has been fantastic for us over the last year. Coming up next, our latest purchase, the SLS Kinect V2 camera, something we're super excited about. Now, the V2 camera uses different technology, and as you can see in this video, also from that same night, it picked up a flurry of strange activity. You can see orbs shooting all around the screen. You can also see other freaky things that are changing shape as they fly through the air. This last apparition, or whatever it is, starts off underneath the table as a see-through object. As it reaches the vortex, you can actually see it cast a shadow over near the refrigerator, and then it transformed into something else much darker towards the ceiling before it passes through my kitchen ceiling and disappears. Onto the figure, as you can see with this guy, a little bit more detail. You can see hips, you can see shoulders, you can see hands. His hands are actually shooting out right now, which is really freaky because that's about where I was standing over near my computer. The head is a little bit more pronounced. Certainly a much more articulate character that you're seeing there, this apparition standing on the edge of my counter. But the fact that it's kind of seeing almost into a different dimension there with the orbs and whatever else those things were, I mean, it had to have some sort of depth in it for this camera to perceive it, because it uses a different technology. It uses time of flight distance, kind of like sonar, only much, much better. Where the V1 was 480, this is 1080 full HD technology. The infrared light can see in darkness just as well as in light, but anything appearing on it has to have depth to it. Now, this is another screen of that same interaction, and this is full 3D. You can see that thing that went up into the light. That was in full 3 dimensions. You can see the skeleton has 26 joints here on this screen. All the joints are separated. This is another version of that same scene in a color kind of 2D mode, and again, that same thing appeared.